Hi friends, this is Juani.
And this is Mr. B.
And this is our first video together doing our Juani and Mr. B show.
Oh yeah, yes it is. We had did this before, but it was just a test run on some stuff, but now this is our new video for the show.
Yes, so last week we asked you if there were any questions that you wanted to ask us, and we received so many questions. And so if Mr. B could have had it his way, we would have answered all these questions today, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go through here and we're going to answer a couple of the questions, and then on our next video you'll see answers to some of these some of the other questions. So, you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, I am our first question is from my girl Cotton Candy. Hey lady. Now, she heard what she said was, laugh out loud, y'all are too funny. Okay, overheard my husband on the phone with his cousin, and there must be trouble in his relationship, I'm guessing. But anywho, he told his cousin that the wife or girlfriend should always put home first. Now, I'm old school and I always put my home and family first. I know there may be some who don't, but I like to hear your and Mr. B's take on it. Can't wait for the series to start. Well, first, thank you, Candy, for leaving your question. We really appreciate it. And so, baby, you go ahead. You answer the question first.
Well, first of all, it's absolutely correct. Home should always be first. I think that's a great way to do it. You know, you're supposed to take care of home first. Home, your husband is first. That's in the Bible. You know, your wife and your husband is first, and everybody else is second. So yeah, so take care of home. That's true. I agree with you 100%.
And Candy, I must say, I agree with you 100% also. If you start, well, I believe you start neglecting things at home, even things that you might think are minimal, your spouse may think is big. And if you begin to neglect or take for granted everything at home, like she'll be there, he'll be there, it'll be taken care of or whatever, yes, you would, like, I feel like you begin to invite trouble into your home. So yes, it is very important to put home first, always.
I agree.
All right, so the next question that we had on here, hold on, I'm looking at my cell phone. Okay, this one is from Miss Sheila Messick. Hey Sheila. Now her question is actually for you. Well, I can put my part into it also. But she wants to know, does Mr. B buy into and support your love for decorating and purchasing?
I stay out of the way. I don't get in the way of her creativity. Just get out of my way. I come up here to my game room and watch the game. Just out of her way. If she want me to move something, I do. That's the way I help. I move stuff for her. Other than that, I'm out of her way. And that's how we keep peace in the house. In the Basin household. That's how we keep it. And
that is true. Mr. B really, he doesn't say much about anything that I do up in here. Every now and then he will say, babe, I don't think that'll work or whatever. But he always say, you know what? The genius is at work. Let me step back and let her do what she does. And then majority of the time he was like, you know what? That looks really good. Or I like that. So he doesn't mind my my purchasing and the decorating.
No, I know. That's her business, and God bless her.
Okay, so now the next question. I'm sorry. Okay, Janet D, this was for you, so she said about you. She says, hey guys, love you both. Mr. B is so sweet and funny. He kind of reminds me of my husband. My husband loves to chime into my conversations when I'm speaking to my friends. Laugh out loud.
Good man.
I'm going to be married for 25 years in September.
Congratulations. You beat us by
a lot. Yeah. I wouldn't trade my hubby for the world. It is truly.
Would you trade me for the world?
No, I would not trade you for the world.
That's what I want to hear.
I wouldn't trade you for the world. Now, sometimes I want to lock him in the closet somewhere, but I would not trade him.
That's for sure.
Yeah, there was a time when we dated, and Mr. B would always say, he said, if you could, you would lock me in the closet.
And pull me out when you need me.
Exactly.
Put me back when you done.
When I'm done. So.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. But I wouldn't trade you. I would keep you.
Oh, good. It's good to know that I'm well kept.
Especially now because, I mean, the amount of time we've been together, I kind of got you how I want you.
Yeah, I guess.
I like
America.
because I mean, really, I did all this hard work and whatever, and then you go to somebody else.
Shout out to my girl in Ireland. Hey, baby girl, I ain't forgot you.
I was just saying her. I said Miss Jane.
Miss Jane, there you go. I didn't know who she was, but thank you. Hey.
Yeah.
Number love, baby.
Mr. B is so bad with names.
I'm horrible with
names. He is horrible.
Face, I never forget your face, but your name, I had to make a nickname up for you. Like you drop a Mustang, I call you Mustang Sally or something. You know, that's how I do it.
And that's how he remembers people.
Yeah. But I say Mustang Sally. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. See, I'm bad with names.
Okay, so this question right here is from Charlotte Lewis, and she says, Juani, thanks for the Juani and Mr. B show. I know I'm going to love the show. Number 1, how long should you date before getting married? Number 2, should a couple have separate accounts? Number 3, should the wife or husband go and stay out after midnight? Now, Miss
Let me go to the first question.
Wait a minute, Charlotte. The funny thing about this, and I think I responded to you, everything that you have asked me are things that we have discussed and been through during the time that we've been married. So when I read this, I really chuckled, and I thought it was funny that you would ask the questions. So we're gonna go with the first question. How long should you date before getting married?
Well, it took us, well, it depends on your relationship. It took us 4 years before we got married.
Yeah.
4 years. 4 years again. I want to make sure I knew her. I don't marry no. I wouldn't marry nobody after 6 months. You got at least know them a year. Depends how old you are. We was in our 20s when we got married, so
we weren't in our 20s.
Yes, we were in our 20s.
No, we got married.
I mean, when we first met, so I was young. I wasn't ready. I told her. I said I knew.
He wasn't.
I said no. I said give me a 5-year plan. She said nope, 4 years.
Yeah.
So we went 4. But I said get all that out of you first before you get married. It depends how old you are. If you're in your 40s, I say about a year and a half, you should know if you're ready to get married. It all depends on your relationship and how you feel. What's the second question? Wait,
can I answer the part of my first? Okay. Then we'll go to the second. Okay. So, Mr. B is partially right. I agree. No. Listen, I agree that if you're younger in your 20s, you really shouldn't get married. I don't suggest anyone gets married in their 20s because I feel like in your 20s is when you're getting to know yourself. You know what you like. That's the time for you to date and, see what you like. And if you don't like it, what you can and you can't tolerate. Now, in your 30s, I think that year 1, you're dating. If you're dating someone, year 1, you're dating. After year 2, okay, year 1, at year 2, you know if you like them or not, or if you know you want to cut this out. By year 3 in your 30s, I felt like you should know. I don't feel like it takes a person a long amount of time to know if they want to be with somebody. Actually,
but think about it, for the rest of their life. See, that's the whole key. You ain't getting married just to be with somebody.
I understand that.
That's a big commitment.
It is a big commitment.
All the flowers and all the carriages and all the big wedding.
But the thing about
me and you then.
Okay, but the thing about
you gotta think about that too. You gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Don't think about the height. After the height, think about it.
But yes, you have to think about the height. But in 3 to 6 months, in 3 months, all the fluff is off. A person can only put on the facade for about 90 days. After that, all the ugliness is gonna come out, and he gonna forget, and she gonna forget where she at, and you around or whatever. And you're gonna see the real then. So yeah, 3 to 6 months, you're not gonna know nothing because they've been who you wanted them, who they wanted you to be.
They're representing the representative.
Exactly. Is that sending the representative? You go, boy. Shoot.
I know.
And so then, so I think, you know, about 3 years, but I don't believe if a guy is in his 30s, not early 30s, I don't feel like men are ready to get married to like 34, 35.
That's when I got married.
Yes, because then, and they still have a long way to go, but then they're kind of settled.
Right.
They become kind of settled. You know, women kind of mature a whole
y'all
lot.
got a 7-year advantage over us.
My goodness, yes. We mature so much faster and we think differently than a guy does. So I think you probably need to date for about 3 years in your 30s. Now in your 40s, I'm with him. In your 40s, you done already been through everything. You dated, you tested, you may have already been married or divorced. You know what you like and you know what you don't.
Right.
So then, yeah, you can really pick up on BS real quick and move to the next one. So your 40s, I believe, yeah, about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. And so her next question was, I thought she had some good questions. Okay, so her next question was, this was funny, about the account thing.
Oh, the account. Well, about you say having separate accounts, let me take over this. I believe that it's good to have a joint account, but I think you do need to have separate accounts. Your own individual accounts. Cause I mean that joint account is for the house, and your account is for your whatever you want to do with it. But I don't think having a whole, you know, everything I don't think I should have to go to her and ask her, can I get this money out? And she got to come to me and can she get that money out? I'm grown. That's like asking my mama for some money. No, I'm not gonna do that. So I'd rather say the house money we know is for the bills, and we know that our separate money we do what the hell we want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the way I do that.
That's the way he do that.
That's the way I roll.
So yes, the separate account thing, yeah. I totally agree.
And I remember the last one was about staying out past midnight. I mean, you know, I say the latest you should stay out. It depends on what you're doing. And if you talk early in the week, say, hey, babe, I'm going to hang out with the fellas. We're going to have somebody want to have a party. I say no later than 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. is the latest you should come in. You should never come in before the sun hit your, you know, you should never come in when the sun come up. That's the number one boo. But, you know, I mean, as long as you discuss it with your wife or your spouse or your husband, and you say, hey, babe, I'm going to go into a party, and we're going, you know, party sometimes start at 10, 11 o'clock at night, 9, 10, you know. I ain't going to tell you be back home by midnight. Well, I mean, like I said, there again, I'm not your parent. But respect the house. If you're going to be out late, call. Just let me know where you at and vice versa. You shouldn't have no problem. It's a respect thing.
It is. It is definitely a respect thing. And
I ain't never came in, but I know somebody else who came in and the next afternoon. I ain't saying no names.
I knew he was gonna say something. I knew he was saying something.
I ain't never did.
He has not. I can't
never,
say.
Because I know if I did, it'd be hell to pay.
He never did it. He has never done it. But wait. I was with my girlfriends. We were drunk.
Okay, but
I could not drive home.
Overnight. I could say you stayed overnight, but don't come home till the next afternoon.
I was not able to drive. So the next morning, but then they wanted to go to breakfast.
You said I gotta go home and make my husband breakfast. I'm not gonna make breakfast with you guys, girl. I've been out here all night. My husband was worried sick about me.
You weren't worried about me. You didn't call me until afternoon.
I didn't call you. I called you where you at. And you said, oh, I said, okay. I said, that's all right. I said, you know what? That's cool. Do that because I got a feather in my cap. When I do it, I don't want to hear nothing.
And that's what he said, but
I never did it though.
He never did.
But I still got that. I still have it in my hand just in case I do.
He had 30 days to use it. You can use it.
I got more than that.
It's expired.
No, I don't care. It never expired. It was lifetime membership.
It's expired.
Never expired. As long as we together, I still got that carrot in my cap. But I ain't the kind of person that throw it in your face and use it. No, I haven't did it, America.
No, he has not.
Ireland, I ain't never did it.
No, he hasn't.
I haven't did it yet. But
he's not going to do it.
Yeah, right now.
But you just think about that
is. Oh man, I can't say past midnight.
Wait, no, he can't. But the thing about that is, what was that for?
What?
That's how that looked.
I looked at you because
you didn't.
I didn't do nothing. Go ahead, say it.
No, but the thing is, it's more acceptable to say that I'm out with my girls. You
Well,
can't tell us.
I was drunk.
And where you stay?
I'm drunk.
But then you should.
I said one of their house.
Really?
Yes.
That
What's
doesn't
the
sound
problem?
right.
What's the problem? He let me on the couch. He said, man, just lay here on the couch, dog. I don't want you driving. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing. What you just homosexual or something? I'm
just saying it just didn't sound right.
Well, why don't it sound right? But
Okay,
what you doing is okay.
Because you.
Say if I said with Quint, our cousin.
Yes.
And I say, hey, cuz, I'm drunk. Hey, he gonna tell me to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And he might call you and say, hey, D over here asleep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But my point is, just like you say, there's certain things that's more acceptable for women.
Yeah.
And that it just didn't sound right.
Why I didn't?
Because it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Good.
All right.
So don't.
No.
That's all good. That's all
America, we need a poll on this one. But anyway, thank you for the question. What was her name, Miss Who?
That was Charlotte.
All right, Miss Charlotte. Thank you for the insightful question. Appreciate that.
Okay, so Mary Brooks wants to know. She would like to know how we met and how did he propose. Mm-hmm. Well, Mr. B and I met at a club. We put this out on a video a couple of years ago, and I will link that so you can hear my side and his side of the story, how we met. It is funny. Some of it is the same. A lot of it is different. So we met at a club. We met at a club.
I'm gonna be honest with you, America. I'm gonna be honest.
Mr. B was on the prowl, and he thought I was easy.
No, I didn't think he was easy.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't think he was easy. I wanted you.
Yeah.
Fit sexually.
I know, because you.
And I didn't think it wasn't about easy, about what I wanted. So I thought I could get it. I took it to IHOP, got her fresher fruity, Rudy Tooty, whatever. Denny's, right? With the Denny's.
We went to Denny's.
Yeah, so I figured I'd, get her a little meal. I said, why don't you come on over and check her brother out, see how her brother living.
Who says that 1978 line? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
That was not a good line.
Why are you here now?
It wasn't off of that line.
I made up for it in America. We're from Cali. Well, I'm from Cali, but I met her in Cali, Los Angeles. So it was a place in L.A. called Tony's on the Pier. Woo, fellas, if you're ever in L.A., woo, that's a place. If you want to get a woman, take her to Tony's on the Pier. That live band.
Come on, look at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That live band, that seafood.
The view.
The view, the margaritas. You got her. Trust me. Hook, line, and sinker. Now she been with me 18 years. Mm. What do you gotta say? What you gotta say?
What he said.
Yeah, I thought
so. So yeah, and she wants to know, how did you propose?
Well, I wouldn't say forcibly propose, because it wasn't, but it was in some token. Because when I met the young lady, I told her that I wanted a certain ring. And I said, be a little patient with me. And she kept telling me, well, her auntie and her father, they was big contributors to the wedding. And they said, well, they ain't gonna put no money in the wedding if you don't give me a ring. I said, babe, don't worry about a ring. I got you. I had a plan to get this ring that I really wanted to get her. So, to keep the peace, I got her, I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad about it. Now I got her a little bullshit ring just to shut her up, just to get me off my back. And it kind of like I was forced to, so my proposal wasn't the greatest. It wasn't good. I'm ashamed of it, but she still accepted it. I just said, here. I said, here go your damn ring.
You didn't say here your damn ring.
I wanted to say it, but I gave her the ring so she could just go on about her business because I wanted to do something special. Mm-hmm. But all in all,
okay.
What?
Go ahead.
All in all, we here, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so let me tell you. So, Mr. B had been talking about us getting married, and we had come down to Atlanta and looked at venues. And he went to my dad and talked to my dad and all of that stuff. But the thing,
you came to LA.
No, we came here.
Here we go.
Yes. Yeah. And so the thing about it was, we had a lot of my family members were like you said, they were huge contributors to our wedding. So it was my mom and my dad and my aunts or whatever. But the thing about it was, which I couldn't get him to understand, they wasn't but about to put money down that was non-refundable, and I didn't have no ring. They weren't going to do it based on his word. They were just going to...
Should have been good enough, man.
But no, this is money. So if Puna goes and she says that, and she wants to spend all this money... I got to talk to
the young man. I got to see where his head is for me to invest. See, I give everybody a chance. Mm-hmm. But anyway, go ahead with your story. And
so I was trying to explain that to Mr. B. So, but let me tell you what he did. So when he said, he was like, the thing about it was, it was supposed to be a surprise. And I knew somewhere in the future that it was going to happen. I didn't know where, I didn't know when. But he would say he was getting the ring, and he was saving for the ring or whatever. And then the first time he was like, I got some money, but he said, when my taxes come, I'm gonna take care of my business. His taxes came. He bought a sofa.
I needed a sofa.
He bought a sofa. So
we were living together. This was my house, so I needed a sofa.
But the sofa was the priority. That's the way I took it. So then he was like, wait a minute, I'm saving again or whatever. So he was saving again, and then what did you get?
It was Valentine's Day. I bought you some lotion.
Yes, he was putting all these emphasis on Valentine's Day and what he was gonna do. He had this big thing planned and everything. So I was like, oh my God, it's gonna happen Valentine's Day. And he comes to my house with a basket full of freaking Victoria's Secret lotion.
I did. But then I was gonna wait. I told you I was gonna get it, but you could not wait.
My thing was, I felt like he was leading me on, and my thing was, I would letting him know, you know what, it doesn't have to happen, you know, but don't lead me on, and don't have me planning for something that wasn't going to happen. So my delivery was probably really, really bad.
Yeah.
And so when he got the ring, he did. He literally sat next to me, and he was like, here.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, will you marry me?
Yep, that was it.
I wasn't going to get on the knee. I was going to do it, I'm going to do player style, like a real G, but she kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah.
She kind of ruined it for me.
And
I felt rushed. I didn't feel like I wanted to do it my way, but, you know, yeah. I had all these deadlines, and I needed to buy this, or this ain't going to happen, so.
I'm like, how are you going to tell me to go ahead and plan everything? And I'm like, nobody's going to do anything because you said.
Well, I think, and then now as I think about it, I should have said, well, then wait till I get you the ring before they plan anything.
Well, yeah, that's what you should have said.
I should have said.
That's what you should have said.
But it was both our faults. But, you know, we here now.
Yeah.
So.
I'm the best gift ever, huh?
Yep.
I know, huh?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. That's right. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. Here is one from Iwa Oba Dancor. Now, her question is topics: kitchen, cooking, chores, DIYs, challenges. Oh, that's what she wants to. She says you have a very competitive streak, so she wanted to do like some kind of challenge or something like that.
Oh yeah, we did that. My daughter enjoyed it because she was eating good.
Yeah, she did.
We had to cook off with the chicken and the home fried potatoes. America, home fried potatoes off the chisel, off the chain, mine. Okay. Make you want to slap, maybe not your mama, but somebody's mama, America.
His are good.
I know, huh?
His
are good.
They're good.
No, you must have they the bomb.
But they weren't better than me.
Yes, it was.
And when we did that challenge, I beat you.
No.
I did beat you.
My chicken was better than yours, though.
That was a bad day.
You can't fry no chicken.
I went to...
Thank God for fries, America. Oh, God. She should get her black card.
I can't.
She should get her black card revoked.
I can't.
And she's from the South. This woman could have fried no chicken to save
I could not fry chicken.
She can bake the hell out of it.
I can make you slap your mama.
But she can't fry.
I cannot
the fryer was the best invention they ever made.
Yes, that was the best thing I ever got.
That should have come out crispy and go and all juicy inside. It's perfect. Woo!
Oh my goodness. Yes, that is very true. I cannot fry chicken. Okay, this is another question from one of our subscribers. She said, this one, she said she loved your shirt, and she wants to know how did we meet. I told you we met at a club. Also would like to know what do we do if we cannot agree on something? What if neither of you want to give in?
Agree to disagree.
Do you ever run out of things to talk about? Looking forward to this.
No. And we always got something to talk about. Trust me, she always got something to talk about. And I ain't gonna sit here and argue. I ain't no arguer. I said, look, I agree to disagree. That's the best way to go. I'm not gonna sit here and argue, especially about something petty. And we always make a pact. We do have an argument, never go to bed mad, because you might not wake up.
Yes.
That's an agreement that's a pact we always have.
Yes. We don't. Well, all the time we don't.
We can be mad at each other all day long.
We can.
When we go to bed, we say good night and love you and all that good jazz.
But I'm still mad.
Oh well.
I'm still mad.
I know, trust me.
Yes, because I will say all of that, but I'm still mad.
I got a question, America. Have you ever met a woman you be mad at you, and then y'all make mad, passionate love, and she still be mad at you after you make love to her? I can't get it. I mean, it's some of the best sex ever. Ooh wee, ooh wee, and still be pissed. I'm confused to say. I'm thinking we made up. I mean, we'll put it down. Is it good?
No.
It's good. It's everything, and she just still be mad at me. Can you? I know women. There's a lot of women on it. Help me out. Help me out.
It doesn't mean anything. I need.
You needed to get yours?
I need to get mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is.
It didn't change anything. I'm still mad.
Okay.
I know.
Good for me though.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. So,
Delicious.
and oh my God, you guys know Mr. B he's such a character.
I'm me.
He is. Yes,
That's why
and this is him all the time. And do we ever run out of things to talk about? No, we don't. Mr. B, he says something funny. He will do something funny. When I'm mad at him, he will do something funny.
I have a look. She says that when I give her this look, I'm mellow like butter.
He does.
I'm trying to get this look.
But see, when he tries to do it, it's not it. It's something that he does like.
It's something in my eyes or something. What is it?
It's like it's just a look.
I'm trying to give her that look.
And I was like, oh, that's that look. You're so freaking cute. And he was like, what was it? He go. Did that it? I said, no, that's not it.
Right, so she won't never tell me what it is. I don't think she know until she see it.
Yeah, and I can't tell her how to do it because it's just something natural that he does. But yeah, we never run out of. We never run out of things to talk about. We are very funny. We laugh a lot.
Oh yeah, laughter is good.
Yeah, we laugh a lot, and and the other thing is we laugh at ourselves a lot because I can point out something about me or Mr. B, and we will laugh about something that whatever he does, and he does the same thing with me, and we laugh a lot. I think we're really silly.
Yeah, we are.
We're very silly. So and that was another thing I liked about him. Mr. B has an amazing personality. He is one of those people. Now when he's mad, you know when he's upset. But when he is like jovial and, you know, he is really one of those people. When I tell you he thinks he makes the party, he really does. But he is very...
Finally been telling the truth.
No, I wasn't saying that you made the party.
You said, you just said it. America, she just said it, didn't she?
I wasn't saying that you made the party. I was saying that you think you make the party.
And you said I do.
No, I'm just...
Okay. Go ahead.
See, because you know what? Because he's going to take this to another level.
No, I'm not.
He is, but he does. He really does make the party.
Thank you. That's all I ask. No problem.
He does. And he just has a really great personality. The only thing about Mr. B, you have to watch what comes out of his mouth. He has no filter. It cut off. So a lot of times, like I said, when we're together, whatever, I might have to nudge him or kick him slightly because Mr. B has no filter at all. And yeah, that can be embarrassing sometimes. I'm like, babe, why did you do that?
I got it from my mama. Oh, mama.
Oh my, he did. His mom had no filter.
She just said it was on her mind. Keep it real though.
And so I'm gonna answer one more question because I think we've probably been on here about 30 minutes. The other question was the last question I'm gonna answer for today. This one is from Miss Faye. Hi, Miss Faye. Miss Faye wants to know, how do you define love now that you've been together for 18 years?
I define love, honesty, you know, mistake. There's several ways I can say it, but I just say respect. That's how I define our love. We respect each other. We respect each other's opinion. We always chime in with, try to get each other's feedback on certain things. I think it's always about respect. I think that's how I define our love.
I listen to you. Well, I think that for me, when we first got married, my idea of love and marriage were very different. It was, I don't want to say it was like fairy tale like.
Oh Lord!
It was
yes.
not. No, it wasn't. No,
she thought I was easy. She thought I could walk on water. Since I put that.
Because I thought that I thought that he wouldn't make no mistakes.
That's impossible.
And I did. When we first became married, I did. And he'll tell you, I put him on a high pedestal. And when he did things that I was disappointed in, or mistakes, or just anything, I was like crushed. And when I think I expressed that to him, he was like, "Why did you put me on a pedestal like that?" He was like, "You were just really setting me up
to fail."
Yes.
To fail.
Yes, and you know, that was like my learning curve, you know, being in the relationship, because I had been by myself all those years, you know, like not like married. And so with him, I just put him on a pedestal. And so I think a lot of things kind of changed when, you know, after the years, you gain a little weight. It's like that, what's that song? As long as your love don't change. Yes, you do, by Music. I love you. Yeah. Yeah, you know, my hair done turned gray. I've gained weight. Gray. I was not always gray.
You had that gray streak.
I had one strand.
Juani,
baby, you don't even know who you was married to.
Yes, I do. You always had a gray streak right here. There's that right there. Now your hair is kind of more grayish, but yeah, but you were still saying you had a premature gray.
I'm still sexy. I'm still sexy.
Chocolate. Have my chocolate dry.
So,
pour in the cup and sip up.
And so, yeah, but you know, things have like changed, you know, like physically, and that's when you kind of realize that everything wasn't physical. You had to like reach deeper into a person and kind of see what their makeup is, and you kind of understand like where they came from, kind of it made who they are today. And then you kind of understand why they do certain things, and you know, you just adapt to it. But you know, I think that over the years we have been through a lot of trials and challenges and health issues, and you know, and I don't know, I'm probably, a lot of you guys don't know, but Mr. B had a health issue, and I literally had to see him on a respirator and a machine breathing for him.
I had a kidney transplant like in 2011.
Yes. And
I'm good, America. I'm strong.
He's good and strong now. But that really, really got me, because I'm like, he was fine one day and the next day he was like on the respirator. And when you see that, and you see somebody and they're like totally helpless, and there's nothing that you can do to help them but pray, that just like really changes like your view of a lot of things. So a lot of things that I may have been upset about or took for granted back in the day, now not so much. It's not even worth it. So I think over the 18 years that we've been together, that, I mean, just it's been a learning process, but we have grown from every step
Absolutely.
that we took, and we took it together.
All right.
We did. So, guys, so those are going to be all of the questions that we're going to answer today. Stay tuned for next week, and we're going to hit on some more of these questions. If you have any additional questions that you want to ask us, please feel free to leave them below in the description box. So guys, we're going to go ahead and end this video. But before we go, you know what we always say. The next time you're in town,
welcome to Juani's house. I must have said it wrong.
Here we go again. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.